Hi, welcome to Artistry Collaborative. My name is Joanne and I am so glad you joined me today. If you're new to my channel, well, welcome. I hope you stick around, and if you see what you like, well, please subscribe. And if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. I need all the support I can get. I lost some of my momentum this year has just been crazy. So we are in a new year and we have lots of ideas. So I'm still stuck in the Christmas mode, Christmas winter. So this will be a tutorial on 3 different wreaths. Now is the time to get leftover clearance. It's a great time to pick up stuff from Goodwill because a lot of people get rid of their old stuff. And so we are repurposing 2 different wreaths. So we have a beautiful winter wreath, we have a vintage wreath, and we have a snowflake wreath. So please hang in there. To my subscribers, I adore you. You know I do. Leslie, I have to give you a shout out because you are just so supportive and I appreciate you so much. So we love to do all things creative. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. It could be repurposing, DIYs, a lot of Dollar Tree. I may start to do hauls. I'm going to try to stay out of the Dollar Tree. I have so much stuff to work with as it is. But yeah, we just want to inspire creativity in you, especially if you don't feel like you are creative, because you are. And I will help you every step of the way. Just if you have a question or a problem or something that you'd like to see on this channel, just leave a comment below. I will get back to you, I promise. All right, so let's start creating together. All right, so this is about repurposing a wreath you no longer like, or maybe you found something at Savers or Goodwill and you want to redo it. Now is the perfect time to get wreaths at a very reduced price. My sister gave this to me a few years ago and I never did anything with it, and so yeah, we're going to rework this. So the first thing you do is just take all the stuff off, and if it doesn't just come off, you take your wire cutters and you get in there and you get it out. Just make sure that you don't cut too many of the branches, because the more branches, the fuller it will look. You will use some of this, you probably will not use all of it, and you probably yeah. So let me clean this up and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so now it's completely cleaned off. Now you want to fluff it because it's been tossed around in the basement, in a bag, in a box. So just go around and open up all the pieces. Now you're going to have to fluff after you decorate it anyway, but this is just to see what you're actually working with. You know, the cheaper the wreath, the less the less points, or I forget what, I'm trying to think what they call these, tips. They're called tips. The less tips they have, then the more you're going to have to fill it out. But so go around and, you know, take your time and open up every single, unfurl it, get in there, and you know, and you want some in the front, but you want a lot to go to the sides, because your flowers and your ribbon and all that will go in the middle. So you want to fill out your sides. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go dig into my stash. So I just wanted to show you all the different items that I found. Now this was from my girlfriend Karen's wedding that was left over. This is Dollar Tree. This is from a former wreath. This is Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree. And then this is just picks and stuff that I've picked up usually on a Christmas clearance. Okay, so looking at this has less we're going to call these, what are we going to call them? Less tips. So this is where the bow is going to go. Now I've got these beautiful hydrangeas from Karen's wedding, and I'm going to put them throughout the wreath. This one needs a little blue, but it's okay. Alright, so sort of like that. And then we've got these. Now these are very big and bright and bold. So I don't know how many I'm going to actually use. But as you can see, I bought several. I don't like that because it's very skimpy looking. But I thought that these would highlight the hydrangea. Now, if you want to reuse this again, don't hot glue it in. I mean, you could and still pull it off, but you're better off like tying your pieces with the what did we say we're going to call these? Whatever we said we're going to call these. But I'm going to hot glue mine in. So I've had these. I don't even know how long I've had these, but I actually have 3. I like to work in 1, 3, or 5. So this is going to go like that. And this is gonna, the reason why I'm doing this is because they're really long stems, and I could cut it, but I'm not going to. Like that. So it's starting to look snowy already. Then we're going to add some eucalyptus in here. I like things to stick out all over the place. And then I have some of this very iridescent filler. Looks like baby's breath, actually. And so we're going to stick some of that in here. And then this, actually I noticed the label and it was from 4th of July. So to me it looks like stuff, like seaweed stuff, you know, but I like it. So I think I'm going to cut more of that. And then these are just pieces that I had left over from another project of sorts. And again, you just play with what you have. This is Dollar Tree, definitely Dollar Tree. I like it because it has icicles on it. Now I have these too. I think we're kind of going overboard. We're going overboard? Is such a thing? I don't know. I like to place all my pieces in and then decide, actually, kind of liking that. Let's see. And then I have these little things, but I don't even know if they're going to show up. Wanting to do this wreath for such a long time. Now I have these silver dollars, and I don't think I need them. What has need got to do with it? Maybe I'll use these instead of more of the other things, just to give it a variety. think that's about it. It's very, very full. So I'm gonna glue it all in, but let's make the bow. Alright, so I just got this from Joann's. This was just before Christmas. They were buy one get two free, so I got this for $3. And then this one I think I just got from Michael's, which was 70% off, which was also $3. So I just cut the wire out just at the end here because I'm going to use my good scissors and I don't want to ruin them. So yeah, there's that. So just cutting it on an angle. You could do the dovetail too. And I like combining ribbons. I know it's harder to make the bow. You could put one on top of the other. You could do that too. But I like combining them. So I'm going to put this on top of this. And if you have a bow maker, go for it. I like a decent tail. You just twist it until it's facing you again. And then you make a loop. This one is about 4 to 4.5 inches. And twist it so that it's facing you again. Straighten out your ribbon. This only takes patience. That's the only thing it takes. It doesn't take talent. It doesn't take special dexterity. It just takes patience. And then you're going to loop it back the same size. If you want to measure it like that, you can do that. Twist it and hold. And again, we're going to make another loop. This one just a little bit bigger, maybe an inch bigger than the last one. Twist and hold. Twist and hold. Straighten out your ribbons. I have 6. Again, I like 1, 3, 5. A bow would look okay with 3, but 5 would be better. 7 I think is ideal. And so this one I kind of make in between the rest of those. And I twist and I hold and I take my tie. This is a very long tie. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree in the garden section. But you could use wire, you could use jute, ribbon, thread. You want a really strong thread. And then I'm just going to match up this and try to cut 2 more out of that. Alright, so then I hold my tie, bring down my tails, and then just manipulate. Now I'm going to separate, so if I pull this one out, I'm going to pull the opposite out so that they go in different directions. Just move it around so that the bigger ones are towards the back, the smaller ones are towards the center, like so. going to get the wreath. I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to put it in this section right here. You want to make sure you wrap it around the frame. And that's like that. And now I'm going to take a few more extra pieces and glue them in here so it doesn't look like this piece was neglected. Go. I'll give you the reveal at the end. But it didn't take me that long to do this. And again, if it's not your style, you can do less. But it's so easy. It's just a matter of playing with it and putting things in place. Okay, so coming up will be a vintage style wreath. So hang in there. So there is the first wreath. Okay. So I found this at Below 5. That's not a store I go into very often, but I went after Christmas and these were 50% off. And I love this color. I love rose gold. I love vintage. So I thought, I think that will work. So, and then I bought these at Target before Christmas. So damn cute. So I'm gonna put at least one of these in here. And I thought maybe I'll put trees, or I thought maybe a little house. So I thought if I did the house, let me find some of my trees. I also bought these at Walmart, which I like those, but they're kind of big. And then of course this is from the Dollar Tree, which I definitely think I'm going to use. It's in the rose gold, and it's silver dollars. So let me grab some trees. So we're going to stick with the house, and we're going to put some trees, and then I'm going to put the little deer. And then we'll put some ornaments that I'm going to use from the Dollar Tree, but we're going to try to make them a little more vintagey, if that's possible. So I'm going to use cashew for the house, and agave. These are chalk paints that you can find at Walmart. There was a rumor that Walmart was going to stop carrying these, but I haven't found that in my area. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and paint these, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I painted this I painted white, and now I'm trying to put the doors on it. Everything that I have is just too big, so I'm taking this and I'm just going to take a pencil and trace around it. Like so. And then I think I'll put a button as a door up there. But what we'll use here is the white puffy paint, and then we will put some snow. The other thing I want to do is, nothing says vintage more than chenille stems, so I'm going to edge this house with the chenille stem, and we're going to put some snow also on the rooftop with the white. Let me get the white. Let's glue the chenille stem all along the edge. the edge line, but I have this little piece left, so we'll put it there too. I should just make the window out of this. Huh. Alright, and so this, we're just going to follow the line. And then we'll put this up here like that. Now I'm going to put the snow. And we'll let that dry. So I did find a variety of trees. I'm not going to use them all, but nice to know I have them. I even found some little pink ones, which I think are adorable. So I want, you know, a variety of sizes, so I think I will probably use that one, but I'm thinking I'm going to color. So I'm going to use some of these ink sprays and make them teal. Maybe gold too. I don't know. I don't want it that bright, but that works. So this is how the house looks. I'm going to color this in with the color that matches that, just to give it a little more brightness. But right now I trimmed this so that it's flat, so that I can get the house to stay. These are metallic markers. I'm just going to go in there. Now, of course, I should have done this before I put the paint on. Well, you know, hindsight's 20/20. And I think I'll use a little gold here, just so it looks like the light's on. These very tiny little bows. I got off of like Easter ornaments or something from the Dollar Tree. So alright, so now we're going to put a bunch of glue in the center, and we will sit that right there. And then we are going to put the trees. I'd like to take the bottoms off. Now that gold did not take very well. So then this. Putting some glue between the trees just to let them stand up a little bit. But I like that there's 5, so I'm going to just leave that alone. Now I'm going to take the little deer. So this is what we have so far. I did take that. I'm going to leave the red bow on because it does punch. And I'm going to glue her to the house. Balls from Dollar Tree, and I decorated a couple with puffy paint just to add a little bit more texture or design, but we'll see what happens. So now I'm just going to randomly glue these in. use a lot of glue because, you know, it will easily be banged around. So you want to make sure that it's really secure. And you just build. I'm only going to go halfway up, and I think we'll put a bow down here. So let me finish putting these on and I'll be back. So I have this so far, and there's little bits and pieces that I just wanted to, I don't know, bring it together. So I had this as a pick I got at Michael's years ago. I just liked the colors, but they never matched anything I did, and I think this will be the pop of color that I want. I thought about maybe putting some flowers in here. I don't know. But, so I'm just taking these and cutting them down, and then just randomly placing them in between all the other balls. So I had bought a bunch of the velvet bows that Dollar Tree had at Christmas time. Don't know what I did with them. So I was going to put a gray one here, but I don't have gray. So I am going to just make a very simple, so we'll do a dovetail on this one. Very simple bow. So what you do is you find the middle, put a dab of glue there, not very much, just to hold it in place. And then you take this one and you do a dab of glue there, and you're going to scrunch it up, and you're going to take a small piece of this So what I do is I glue this one down, and then I fold it over so it's a finished edge, and then I'll glue this one down, like so. just a simple bow. And that's going to go right there. Now I don't have much to glue it onto. So I'm going to have to glue it really well. And then I thought, I have all these pearls, and I see a lot of these wreaths with pearls hanging. So, I think I'm just going to put some glue on here. Careful, careful, careful. Go behind. like it. Okay, so that's my vintage-esque. Oh, and we should put some kind of a hook on the top so that we can hang it, although you can just hang it like that. Alright, on to DIY number 3. There is the second wreath. Here is a wreath I got at the Goodwill for 99 cents. And as you can see, the lights work, but I took them off because I just didn't feel like this wreath needed it. And you can always add them on later. But the wreath itself is rather wonky. So what I ended up doing was taking some popsicle sticks, large popsicle sticks, painting them white and putting them behind it to brace it. So that's what we did. So as you can see, we have a variety of snowflakes. And what we're going to do is we're going to build upon them. A lot of these are Dollar Tree. These are Dollar Tree. This is Hobby Lobby. These are Dollar Tree. These are Dollar Tree. These are Dollar Tree. But what we're going to do is we're going to, let's say we paint this silver, and then we'll build this on top of that, and then we'll take a smaller one and build on top of that, and then we're going to put them all around. So to show you what we're going to use these two. This is a larger glitter, and then a finer glitter, then some of this opal glitter medium, and then triple thick. Triple thick is ideal because it really makes it, I don't know how to explain it, but it gives it a covering. So let me clear this up and let's work on one, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Alright, so this is already looking pretty and I haven't done anything to it yet. Again, this is the Dollar Tree, this is the Dollar Tree, and this is the Dollar Tree. This just happens to be a wooden one that I got at a floral distributing company, but you know, you could use something that you find at the Dollar Tree for sure. They had these, so yeah, that would work. So what I noticed is I don't want to lose a lot of the prettiness of the one before it. So I was going to paint all of these, but I think I'm just going to focus on this. I am going to paint it silver, like a metallic silver. Then we'll let that dry. We're going to put the triple thick on it, and then I'm going to use the large confetti here, glitter. And that will be my first layer. I'm going to do 4. I know I always talk about 1, 3, 5, but for this wreath I'm going to do 4 of these, and then we'll make maybe 3 or 4 of the other ones, a different variety. Alright, so let me get some silver metallic paint and I'll be back. Okay, so as I've been putting this on, I noticed that it dries. I don't think it's completely dried, but it seems to dry quickly. So what I've been doing is doing half the snowflake, covering it with glitter, and then doing the other half. Now because these designs are so intricate, I was going really crazy trying to get into all the nicks and crannies, and you know where the excess is, trying to get that off because you don't want a big blob of glitter to land there. But I became less fussy. I got the globs out, but just really going much more quicker. And as you can tell, I painted both sides. I am not glittering both sides, I'm just glittering the one side. And then I just get in and pour this on. And that's what that looks like. And then I go in and do the second half. Now, if you don't have this crystal glaze, you could also use Mod Podge. You could use tacky glue, but I would just put it on really thick so that it's really on there well. And the reason why I painted both sides is because you're going to be able to see some of that, but I didn't want to waste all the glitter because it will be facing the back. So some of this crystal glaze will get, triple thick glaze will get on the back, which is fine, but I'm not going to put the glitter. And then again, just throw that on there, tap it, and let it dry. Now what I did with these, this is the clear one, and I put the opal glitter medium on it, and then this is the white one, and I put that on there, and that's the difference. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it's very similar. And then I think I'm going to leave the single crystal, small crystal one, as it is, and I think I will probably put some kind of Aurora Borealis facet in the center. Alright, so I'm going to try to clean this up and put my first stack together. Because this is warped, I notice it's cracked here, so I'm going to take some large popsicle sticks and I'm going to try to get it to straighten out a little bit. So I just used some Waverly chalk paint and painted them so they're not so obvious in the back. And then I'm just, I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. May just add to the craziness. Alright, so this worked out better than I expected. It's not still flat, but it's okay because, yeah, it works. Alright, so I wanted to show you how I built this and this. So I have to make more. Alright, so I just used the silver one, and then I had these, and I covered them with the opal glitter medium. But I only had 3 and I wanted to make 4, so I did it on one of the Dollar Tree ones. And then I had these from the Dollar Tree, these silver ones. So I stacked that, and then I used some Dollar Tree crystals, but not just plain crystals, but the ones that look iridescent. And then I put that. So let me do that for you. Okay, so to stack these, I used the silver and then the white ones. I had 3 of these, and I wanted 4, so I used one of the white ones from the Dollar Tree and covered it with the opal glitter medium. And then these are from the Dollar Tree, so we're going to glue this down. other points. It's just my thing. Now, because this is different, I put, these are Dollar Tree stones. They're the Aurora Borealis ones, not the plain white ones, because it just picks up so much more color. And so we're going to put the large ones in the center. Like that. And I mean, you don't have to do this. I just like things to be blinged out, but you know, if you want to avoid this, you can. Alright, so this one was very easy because it had spots to put them in, so I'm going to do the easy one first. Just take a strip. And you can turn these into ornaments too. I will do a tutorial on ornaments because I'm going to use some pieces of jewelry for the center, which will really take it to another level. And there's that. I mean, they're just stunning. The camera is not going to do it justice. Now, because this is different from that one, we could put it here, or we could put it in the middle of this one. I think I'm going to do the middle of the plastic. Now you got to be careful because it is plastic and we're working with hot glue. So if you find you have a problem with your hot glue, then just use tacky glue and let it dry. And there you go. Pretty, right? Alright, so we have those four. Now we have to work on this. So I'm going to take, I have one completed, and it's one of these, which I didn't do anything to. They do have a little bit of glitter on them, but, and then I put this on top of that, and then I used one of these, and I don't even think these need any more. And then I used this, which is a Dollar Tree thing, and it came in clear. And what I did with this was covered it with tacky glue. Nope, not that one. Covered it with tacky glue. And then just drop it in, like so. Nope, wrong one. In the meantime, I will put together the ones that are already dried. So, take one of these. Take one of these. And again, this was the wooden ones that I painted silver. You're gonna cover something because this has points, so I like these points better. So I'm going to put the glue around here, center that, then take this. I might want to use the white ones, I think. Yeah, now these are going to look different, right? So, think I would have put the white one instead. And this is similar to that, so I like that it catches that. And then put this on. And again, if you're worried about it coming undone, you could use E6000 or tacky glue. I think E6000 would be stronger. Okay, and that is it. Now you could put bling in the middle, but I really think that's kind of overkill. I mean, this is pretty ornate. So let me put the rest of them together, and then we will start to put them on the wreath. So now I just placed them where I wanted them on the wreath. So I just did every other. So what I did was these four will go first, and I'm simply like that. And then these are going to go in between. I know you can't see it, but this is where I broke it. This is covering it up very nicely. And then this is it. Now I could put a piece of ribbon in the back to hang it from. Or you could just hang it on a hook. But that's that. And it's absolutely stunning. So I hope you like these tutorials. I know they're late, but this could stay up all winter long. I mean, it's just beautiful. Please subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up. Really important. I've lost some momentum because I was away for so long, so I'd really appreciate if you pass the word on. Let people know my channel is there and up and running. And as we say at Art Street Collaborative, just keep on creating. And there is the third wreath. I'm going to try to come up close so you can see the details. Just love it. I hope you do too.